The invisible wall, the mystery of Bali and Lombok. Imagine a wall you cannot see, hear, or touch. A wall built not by human hands or ancient magic, but by nature itself. It is a boundary. It sounds like pure science fiction, but this place actually exists. Welcome to Indonesia, specifically to the narrow stretch of water between the world-famous island of Bali and its neighbor, Lombok. They are separated by a mere 35 kilometers. Two worlds, one narrow strait. If you catch a boat from Bali and travel just an hour east to Lombok, the world transforms instantly. It is as if you have stepped through a portal into another dimension. On the Bali side, the wildlife is distinctly Asian, inhabited historically by tigers, elephants, monkeys, and rhinos. But the moment you cross over to Lombok, Asia vanishes. Suddenly, you are surrounded by Australian wildlife, pouch-carrying marsupials like tree kangaroos, unique reptiles like the Komodo dragon. Even the birds in the sky refuse to fly across this 35-kilometer gap, and the fish on either side remain entirely different. What is this invisible force holding them back? To solve this mystery, we have to travel back nearly 170 years to a brilliant British naturalist named Alfred Russel Wallace. Born into a struggling family, Wallace had to leave school early to work as a land surveyor. This twist of fate sparked a lifelong passion for maps, nature, and collecting rare specimens. In 1856, Wallace arrived in Lombok. As a seasoned collector, he immediately noticed something deeply unsettling. The animals here didn't match the ones just a few miles away in Bali. It made no scientific sense. Why would two islands with the exact same climate, soil, and proximity? Shortly after, Wallace was struck down by a severe bout of malaria. Confined to his bed, shivering with fever, his mind raced. Why do the animals of these two neighboring islands never mix? Why do the birds treat this empty airspace like an impenetrable wall? Why does the marine life change so drastically across such a short distance? The secret: a planet in motion. When Wallace recovered, he formulated a groundbreaking theory that would shock the scientific world. He realized that what looked like a simple body of water today was long before the islands looked the way they do now. The continents of Asia and Australia were vastly isolated landmasses. Bali was connected to the Asian continental shelf. Between them lay a massive deep ocean trench. For millions of years, the animals on both sides evolved in total isolation from one another. Eventually, the slow, grinding movement of the Earth's tectonic plates. But even though the land moved, the deep ocean currents and millions of years of evolutionary instinct remained. To a bird or a mammal, that 35-kilometer strait isn't just water. It is an ancient cycle. Alfred Russel Wallace's invisible wall didn't just solve a biological puzzle. It proved to mankind that our Earth is a living, moving puzzle, constantly reshaping the history of life itself.